Once in a hour do some archbishop. Been a school them from when me in a car shop. Liverpool couldn't test the way me ras it up. Quick draw, him drop and can't get up. Him not fast enough for my problem that you never solve. Send for the Dan brace for a firestorm, cause I turn into a monster. Ready for the war, better we go flat. None of them boy they no bad. None of them boy, they no bad. Black man sit over to some archbishop. Them no bad. School them from me in a Turkish. Them no bad. School couldn't test it with me rasty. Drop. One can't beat up with no fast enough for my Bible that you never saw. Send for the brand new spear fire song, cause I tell you my bombs. Ready for the war. Because we go. None of them boy, they no bad.
Chad, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing? Sound chalked. 1 2 1 2. No, sound should be good. Chad, how's the sound? Give me a 1 2 1 2. Let me know if the sound is good. Sound shouldn't be chalked. How's the audio? Audio good? 1 2 1 2. Is the audio good? Please let me know. How's the audio doing? Audio great. Okay. I don't know if Chexy was trying to catch me there. All right. Audio all good. All right, Chad. We are gonna get going. Hey, as we about to start. What's up, my brother? We about to start here. As always, before we start, we're going to pray. Yes, so get ready for the prayer, Chad. Father, we just want to thank you for another week. Thank you for bringing each and every viewer back safely here today. And we pray that you will be with us during this week. We pray for your hand of blessing and favor over us as we go about our business this week. Also pray that you will go with our families as they go about their day and their week. Father, we just pray for your hand of protection and blessing over them as well, Father. And above all else, we pray that your name will be glorified in everything we do, and every good and faithful gift that comes from your hand, that we will just give honor and praise and glory where it's due. And we just want to thank you for this day. And we ask this and we pray this in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And if you believe it, Chad, now's the time to drop a amen in the chat. Here we go. Miles is...
What's up, Chad? How are we doing?
Okay, Chad, let's get going straight. As always, I'm going to jump straight into the economic calendar for this week. Let's see what is cooking here. Euro federal election starting at 2 o'clock today. I don't really know what this is about. German federal election, 5 of the Bundestag, the main federal legislative house. Okay. First time seeing that. New Zealand retail sales come out better than expected. And then for the rest of the day, we've got some climate indexes coming out of Euro. Business climate, current assessment, expectations. Could have a little bit of an effect on the market. And then also CPI coming out of the Eurozone around about 12 o'clock. Showing us a tier 2 news event, not tier 3. Very interesting. We've got Bank of England's Ramsden speaking 3:15. And then Trump speaking tonight at 9 o'clock. Interesting one. Friday, Dow absolutely getting crushed. We're going to talk about that as well today. Tomorrow, GDP for Germany, housing price index on Tuesday, also inflation indicator out of the US, CPI coming out of Australia. Relatively muted week so far. Thursday, we've got GDP coming out of the Swiss franc. Also have some business climate indexes out of Europe. Then starting to heat up Thursday afternoon, GDP, some durable goods orders out of the US, quite a big stack of data, 3 Fed speakers as well. And then Friday, we've got CPI coming out of Tokyo, Japan, and Euro retail sales Friday, unemployment out of Germany, big stack of data there. So around about Thursday to Friday, things are going to start eating up. CPCE out of the US, and then CPI on Friday. So relatively tame week up until Thursday, and that's when we're going to start really eating up. So straight into the charts, looking on a technical perspective. Anyone else get an error when trying to register for the March competition? Let's just check that quickly. Okay, that's odd. Need to check that out. Give me 1 second, chat. I just want to pop support. All right, Chad, we're going to get that sorted shortly. DXY, let's jump straight into the charts. Dollar bearish last week, and again, still bearish for me on the weekly. What? Still bearish for me on the weekly. Breaking previous weekly low. Very interesting price action that we've got here. Looking like it wants to hold above the previous weekly low. Could be time for a little bit of a pullback. Friday closing bullish into this zone. So if we are going to start holding above the previous weekly low, I do expect the dollar to somewhat turn bullish. But currently as it stands, I'm going to be in neutral purely due to the fact that Friday closing bullish. We've broken the previous daily low now. So on the lower time frames, I need to monitor what are we going to do right here in this zone. Very simple. That's going to determine what we do for the rest of this session. Okay. Daily S1, previous daily low, little bit of a Sunday gap to the downside there. Are we going to come back into the range, or are we going to continue lower? I'm going to monitor that zone to see what price is doing. US 30 on the weekly. We were bullish to neutral to start the week. I cannot be 100% bearish going into this week, guys. And I say that for the following reason, is that if you look left with me, you can see previous resistance, support, broke through, held there as a support. So this is one bearish weekly candle. We didn't take any previous weekly highs. So this could just be a little bit of a pullback to then continue higher. All right, so I'm going to go neutral on the week, purely because it's one single bearish weekly candle. We didn't take any liquidity, even though it's engulfing almost 4 weeks of price action. No liquidity was taken. We had that breakout out of this little wedge or compression zone. We spoke about a massive move coming. That massive move has come, and this was what we were talking about, where price was squeezing, and there was your first break out of it and the continuation. Okay, so now on a daily time frame, if we refine this zone a tiny little bit, you can see now more clearly this is quite a key zone. So are we going to break through it? Are we going to hold it? I don't know yet. But based off the price action from Friday, I should be bearish. But again, corrections can happen. Things can turn around. Looking at Asia, Nikkei closing up barely 0.26 and Hang Seng closing flat on the day. Dow Jones currently at the daily pivot, got a bit of an open Sunday gap here. So very, very simple for me is that if we cannot get above this daily pivot Asia high level, I do think we're going to go for Asia lows for that bearish continuation. If we start holding above, I would look for somewhat of a retrace, at least to this 200 EMA for price to retrace. So very nice, clean, simple price action on US 30. Nasdaq on the weekly, however, this for me is bearish, and I spoke about this with the guys on the bootcamp call this weekend. This is a perfect example of a fake out. So we broke above. All right, let me just get that. So here's the thing, you've got a breakout. That breakout is not yet confirmed, and then on this weekly candle where you're supposed to hold the retest, we actually came back into the range. So now, simple range trading, this is our expected range. We expect to trade down into this range, and the only way we can really get bullish on this weekly is if we start holding above that weekly zone. So I'm going to be bearish. All right, there's that weekly zone. Daily is going to be bearish as well. We've got a confirmed resistance there. Also, there's your previous all-time high breakout that failed. So we were bearish on Friday as well with that idea of the fake out back into the range. And now we've got, we're back in this ugly range. So for me personally, I need to see what are we going to do at this zone. We can all agree that is the zone, and then looking at the next zone, we can actually trade all the way down here. All right, so bearish on the day, but again, it is Monday. We can trade bullish Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday even, and then start moving down as soon as the data comes out. But Nasdaq already rejecting Asia highs, already on its way back to Asia lows. So this zone up here for potential bullish continuations. Otherwise, we are looking lower. All right, chat. So it is looking bearish already in the middle of the range. I'm going to say we can monitor, if we want to get a quick little scalp, monitor the middle of this range on Asia, see what price does here. And then effectively, if we fail to hold this 50% range of Asia, we can go lower. Gold on the weekly. Let's quickly check it out. Gold on the weekly, still super bullish. Nothing has changed here yet. You would think that gold is ready to start moving down. However, Friday's bearish close, still holding above this minor breakout and also holding above that minor breakout there. So looking like it's ready to go for its next leg up. The only way that I can get bearish on gold on the daily time frame is if we get a daily candle close that takes a previous daily high and then closes like this bearish, because then it's very simple, fake out back into the range, similar to what we had with Nasdaq. So still super bullish on gold here. Only thing is, how do we get involved with gold? That's the main question. So currently, Asia lows untapped. We've seen for the most part that if we trade below Asia lows, gold will try to go up. If we trade above Asia highs, gold will tend to go down. This is just a simple observation. So for me, I'm potentially expecting, unless we really get some driving volume, I'm actually expecting some type of a reversal in this zone here. That is my idea, around a 29.50. Gold to give one more push maybe, and then we're going to start pulling back, and then during New York we can have that continuation. But gold a little bit tough, even if you just look at this on a broader perspective, all the way from last week Wednesday. This is gold, so there's no clear direction as of yet. Even though we're bullish, this is the chart we are working with, so just be very careful on gold. GBP USD, beautiful bullish candle closure. We were bullish the previous week. Now my thing is, this is very interesting. We've already broke the previous weekly high. now reversing. That is relatively, I should be bullish, but that is a relatively bearish sign. There's your 200 daily EMA that failed. So on the daily, I would also still be bullish while we hold above the previous daily low. But now that is a definite rejection happening there. On the lower time frames, let's see what we are working with. Almost done, Chad. Quite a wide Asia range, basically trading up, coming all the way back down. So I'm going to say if we start to trade below this daily zone here and the previous daily low, then things can go bearish. But for me, this is very ugly. You had this entire move completely retraced in almost the same swipe that it went up. So GU, I'm going to leave alone today, if I'm being very honest with you. This is not clean price action. There's nothing I like on GU. And then last but not least, we've got the dragon here, GJ. So GJ, very interestingly enough, if we look at this, weekly, last week we were neutral to bullish. We expected to trade back into this range. So as you can see here, we spoke about this range early last week. We closed back inside of it. Now breaking back lower again. So clearly order flow is bearish. If you just look on a line chart here, you can see that we are making lower lows and lower highs. So order flow is bearish 100%. So we've got two zones that we will be trading in. Our first zone is going to be this one here. So let's just mark it zone 1. This is going to be your first zone, and then zone 2. Okay, so and then the outside zone for the potential bullish move is going to be zone 3 up here. But currently not looking like that is the case. So bearish. Daily time frame, let's quickly check it out. Daily for me is still bearish, very clean. We've got a nice support sitting lower, so I would expect this daily to flip bearish, continue lower to slap 187.30. And then on the lower time frames, what do we have here? Asia is still untapped, 200 EMA still untapped there. We've got 189. I'm going to say let's focus on 189 going into the session. You want the aircon, Miles? No?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Okay,
let's
gotta do it.
Feel
It's
it
getting
a little
moist.
bit. Let's focus on 189 for potential shorts, and then I'm going to say 188.50. This is what is making sense to me. These two zones, I'm going to say I won't partake in this zone. So I'm either looking for potential buys above 189 or potential rejections there, or I'm looking for short continuations below 188.50. And those are the only two zones. But pound trading very ugly here on this Monday morning. But over to our main, Mr. Milesky.
Right, Chad. Let's have a look at gold. Let's see what's happening. So, off the daily for me on gold. Gold is super choppy, but it's something I spoke about yesterday. We're pretty much in your correction phase. Price is accumulating volume. So, I'm not too phased with the daily candlesticks. That is something that I'm not even going to pop in my current daily highs or current daily lows. I'm not phased with it because you're in a range on that 4 hours. So, one thing I want to mention is where we are right now is there's my level of demand, there's my supply, but where price is right now is quite important because this is where price rejected multiple times in the past. Okay, so this is what I want to see. In order for us to continue bullish, which we are on gold, I want to see the 4 hours start to break the highs of the previous. So as choppy as it is, the structure is there. So I need to see that 4 hour break that previous 4 hourly high. That's going to be a 4 hour engulfing in anticipation that price is trading from the level of demand to a level of supply, coming away from that mid-range after price pretty much broke and retested that area. So even though it's so choppy, you can see the structure there. It's pretty straightforward. Dropping down to that 30-minute, we then have price opening up, session opening up in the next 7 minutes. And this is the thing here, Chad. We can close above, sure.
Above.
Where was I the weekend? Definitely an open sky. So this is the thing. You can close above the level, right? The candlestick can close above the level. The issue for me is the resistances found within the wicks of the candles. So if you know, the support and resistance is not only found in structural areas but also the anatomy of the candle. So that's what I use it for as well. So if we are going to close above the level 29.42, I need to make sure that when I take this position, it's above these resistance points here. You see this? I need price to be above that area because I do not want something like this where price closes above, right? Next candle opens up, creates the bottom wick. We start taking it earlier. Sorry, I start taking it earlier because you shouldn't be taking my trades. I start taking it earlier. It taps into that resistance point, which is equal highs on the left-hand side, and then comes back down for something like this. And then it's pretty much stuck in that mid-range. So the thing for me is, if I'm going to get involved here, guys, I need to see a closure for something like that. I need to see that pullback, and I need to see the break of the highs of the previous at least 2 pips above, and then I will look for my long positions in the next 5 minutes. So let's see if that comes to play. On the short side of things, the shorts can also happen because you are within your consolidation range. I just won't take it there. It's going to be too bullish for me, and it's going to be too aggressive, so I'll more so wait for the level of dynamic support to break, and then get involved in your 30-minute range, which is this. So you're trading range highs then to range lows. So that is the play on the shorts. Personally, I prefer the buys, but I mean, if the shorts come to play, that is something I can definitely do. So let's pop this in here and note this as my no trade range, right? So that's the idea there on gold. Buys above primarily with the closure above the level of 29.43. Trade to be taken above those candle highs. That's going to be the break of that 4-hourly high as well, which I just mentioned over there. So that's something that I definitely have to see. Okay. Now looking at GJ, my main love. GJ is setting up so beautiful right now. There's more than likely going to be a trade for me to take. Why? It's because of the following. Daily creating lower lows and lower highs within sentiment, showing us that the overall bearish pressure is there. The best time for me to take this sells is going to be beneath 188.550. Why? It's because it's going to be the daily flip as well as the 4-hour breaking into an area of liquidity. I love that, right? So that's the idea this morning. Primarily just looking for the shorts. Can we get in on the shorts? Let's see if it can happen. 4 hours starting to give me the... So one thing I want you to note here, my 4 hours still bullish. Why? Because it hasn't broken these lows yet. There's no 2 candlestick pullback from lows to highs, right? So the only time this 4-hour structure is going to flip is if it breaks lows down there for me. Okay. So what I want to see is understanding that there's my level of liquidity right there. Can we hold the area beneath on that 30 and then start trickling down to the level of demand 187,500? That's also going to be the run QP to QP, which is also nice. On that 30-minute, when I hopped onto stream, I told my members in the Zoom call that I'm pretty keen on looking for the shorts once we start closing beneath it. The 15 closed beneath, but the 15 was far too deep within the range, also closing Maribozu. So this is going to be the idea on the 30. If we can close beneath this level right here, because this is liquidity right there. If we can close beneath that level 188.960, right? The next candle to open up, grab liquidity, and as that candle flips, boys, I'm going to anticipate a wick fill because my 30-minute is bearish in anticipation that the candle will continue driving down to the current daily low. So that is my primary target this morning, ladies and gentlemen, on that GJ position, is if we can close like this, next candle, open up, grab liquidity, and as that candle flips, we'll anticipate price to give us a wick fill. That wick fill already is going to be longer than 10, so that's already 20 bags. In anticipation that she'll drop down to the current daily low. I love GJ. GJ looks beautiful. So this is the idea there, that you can get your aggressive sells beneath that position. On the contrary though, if that doesn't come to play and price closes like this but gives us the bottom wick first and then starts to drive up, eventually closing above the level 189, I'm going to look for my longs within that range, because then all I'm doing is trading liquidity support, right, to drive up. So that is me on GJ. I'm not going to lie, GJ is much more cleaner than gold. I love GJ. Gold setup is there. I actually want to do a price alert in case price does pop above there. But GJ is just clean for me. Clean traffic on the left hand side. Clean sentiment within the market. Let's see how she can close. Entry for me needs to be 2 pips beneath the open candle. So I want to see something like this. Up as it flips 2 pips beneath that, I'll take it. If it does a different plan, we've seen this many times where it opens up and creates a bottom wick first, then creates a top wick. If it re-breaks that bottom wick, I will take it 100%. But this is the idea on GJ, guys. I think it's relatively straightforward. Let's get some ones in the chat if you guys understand that, if it makes sense to you. MFX members in the Zoom, let me know as well. But oh, that sinus this morning is on another level, eh? But it's relatively straightforward, guys. I think it's something that it's easy to grasp, and shouldn't be that complicated. You got open in the next 40 seconds. Let's see what happens. The idea is very straightforward, guys. But for me, I want us to close beneath it. If we close pretty much on the nipple, it's fine. I'll still wait for that retracement candle. I need the pullback because the pullback is going to be price grabbing liquidity for me. But 20 seconds. Let's see. So that's the plan. This is going to be probably a quick one, so don't blink.
What is that, GJ?
GJ, yeah. So what I would definitely recommend is understanding what I'm about to say now. This is not financial advice, purely just education and entertainment. Don't blink. You might see something really quick.
All right, Chad, markets are open and in motion for the
There
first
we go.
round of this week. Ding, 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 ding.
Right, so I want to see price grab that liquidity. And then what I'm going to do at this point that is perfect for me, I'm going to go ahead 188.930, do some sell stops. Let's do 27. Sun sell stops. Ooh. Some sell stops there.
Sensei.
Let's see. So, here we go, boys. This is my trade of the morning. Sell stops. Sell stops is pending. They are placed, but pending. Let's see if price comes down. If it comes down, re-breaks that low. This is something I literally just spoke about. If it re-breaks that low, it should be a fish on the line for me. So pound yen sell stops is placed. Gold also closing exactly how I wanted. Closed above. This is going to be another potential setup there. 2 pips above there. Let's do this quickly. Just remove this. For me personally, guys, I want to clear this on the left, to be honest with you. So I'm actually going to take this trade a bit later. I'm going to do this on 4, sorry. 4 pips above the high. Longs.
Chad, sorry, man. I haven't had breakfast. I'm
There
just
we go.
going to run through these 3 eggs quickly. But you're on capable hands here, so do apologize if you see some egg yolk on my face. But I need to just quickly demolish these eggs.
I like that. I love that price is stalling, you guys. This is exactly what you want. Because then the idea is that if it re-breaks, the momentum and the liquidity is there. All right. Gold. How was your guys' weekend, though? Back in, where is this? Everybody's weekend good. Gold. Also, if I get pulled in on GJ, I will definitely not be taking gold. And I think I'm going to be pulled in soon. Let's see. Good, man. I had a chilled weekend as well. I'm not going to lie. I ate a lot. And this is why I was late to stream this morning. If you know what I mean. If you catch that, like I ate a lot yesterday, so that's why I was late to stream today. If you catch that, just know that my Sunday was tough. But nonetheless, a lacquer weekend, guys. I had an awesome weekend. Okay, so sell stops just got activated on GJ. Let's see what she does. 10 pip gain, 30 pip stops. Overall target on the pair. Let me just pop this here so you can see it. Overall target on the pair is going to be down there. So TP1 would be 10. TP2 would be the wick fill, which is 18 smacks. And then overall TP would be current daily load, to be honest with you, 37. So yeah, guys, this is my trade for the Monday, my trade for the morning. Because I'm in GJ, there's nothing I can do about gold. That idea is still valid though. But yeah, Chad, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. The only way I can lose this trade is if the security on the left-hand side holds and it reverses from this point. But to be very honest with you, I highly doubt that. But yeah, man, let's see what happens. That price tab is bothering me. Let me just pull it to the right. Let's check it on your side, because that's on the right. Yeah. Oh no, the nipples still out.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Nips are out.
Sorry, man. The eggs only got delivered this morning.
So you still going strong?
7 days strong.
Hey.
So the only one still in the run is Keegs. Ed said I would fail over the weekend.
Load shedding and eating. Oh, load shedding hit us on a different level this weekend.
I actually asked Caitlin this morning to phone the solar panel guys.
I woke up. I went to bed in load shedding. I woke up to load shedding.
Ooh. Yeah, Chad, 7 days. There were multiple opportunities this weekend to fail. Luckily, I didn't.
Nice.
So that's at least one good thing.
Your NCS coming with different tracks this morning.
No, NCS.
Quick question. Got an email saying that I need to do an interview after passing my challenge. Is this correct? Yes, sir.
Yes, risk interview.
That is correct. You'll be speaking to one of our American call center guys. Management. Gold still looks very nice. I like that. Re-break the eyes, boom. Flat.
Yeah, Chad, the carnivore diet, I have to honestly say, I feel good. It's I don't know if it's a mental thing, but I honestly feel good. No bloatedness. Actually feel that I've got more energy. Definitely more energy. More energy. But yeah, so far so good. Been checking my blood pressure daily. Blood pressure dropped actually from, I think it was 142/78 to 130/70. So blood pressure is fine. Then also, sorry, I haven't checked cholesterol and that stuff yet. I think I'll need to go to Clicks or Discam. I'll maybe do that after, say, 2 or 3 weeks. Just go and check that, because at the start of the year, I actually checked my, did my Discovery Health check. Chad, I just closed out, still playing around. I don't want to mess around with you guys while I'm still, wouldn't say figuring it out, but I am still figuring out Bookmap. But nice little short here, 1-to-1.
Take a trade already?
Yeah, on NASDAQ.
Been on carnivore, lost 20 kgs, gout and information gone. Gee whiz. Brilliant.
Chad, so yeah, like I told the guys, we still gonna bring a lot of this into it, but I just want to show you guys as I myself build some confluences and stuff for it. Is that there's a trade I took to short. Stops were just above that 1 minute high. There was our point of control from this morning. We are obviously bearish. I saw that the order flow here on Bookmap was clearly bearish, just a lot of selling going on. So once we had this 1 minute, let me just bring this back. Once we had this 1 minute break of structure, sorry, I'm talking nonsense. Yeah, it was this one here. Once we had that 1 minute break of structure, rejecting that point of control level, that's where the majority of the orders are sitting at that level. I executed the short. There was your pullback into that zone, and as you can see, a lot of sellers entering the market here. So that was the trade with the idea to trade away from it. Only went for a nice 1-to-1 purely because it is a Monday, and we do expect price to eventually go to Asia lows. So I didn't trail it, just wanted to get onto the board. But these are some of the trades that we will be getting. And the beauty about it, even if you lose 1 or 2 or 3 trades, if I had to trail my stops behind, my stop was about 9 points. If I had to trail my stop behind the 1 minute candles, you can see very quickly how you can get a 1-to-5 or 1-to-10 trade on this. So getting very close to it, but we're actually going to do a boot camp on it as well. So a lot of value in actually seeing the real live market orders in the market. But exciting times ahead for that. But back to Miles as he's about to hit TP as well. Jared, yeah, I actually wanted to, but I think maybe I should do it. In all honesty, I'm not just saying it because I want other people to do it. I'm not the type of guy that's going to push anything on you, but it's honestly, I feel good. I've lost 4 kilos in basically 7 days.
What?
I know that a lot of it is going to be water weight, but in all honesty, feeling good. No side effects.
Are you not at all feeling hungry at any points? You filled?
That's the weird thing. Even I only have like 3 eggs in the morning. I can actually get away with 2.
Yeah, boys. Sorry there, Mr. Brother. T1 smack, boys. I'm closing my full position there at 12 pips right there. Well, 11.3. GG's, man. That's another one. Like a dubs for the morning. So you're not hungry,
dude? That's the weird thing. It's I told my cousin over the weekend, and I said, you know what's the weird thing? Usually when you go on like a healthy diet, yeah, by 9-10 o'clock you already thinking, yes, okay, what am I gonna eat next? Because it's like you all of a sudden hungry. Not with this.
No. Hectic.
John Maria, Chris, have to give you credit and honor you for what you guys do. First boot camp with the G's, and every time you explain something, I get these aha moments, and it's almost as if it gets clearer. Hey, John, really appreciate it. For the guys that don't know, big shout out to all of the Project G members that were awake 6 o'clock Saturday morning. You are the guys that will eventually make it in trading, because very few will wake up at 6 to sit and listen to me. I even told the Project G members my wife wouldn't even listen to me at 6 o'clock in the morning, but you guys. So I actually felt very honored and privileged doing a boot camp for you guys that time of the morning. Chris, will you be uploading the boot camp? No. Kelly, that's why it's a boot camp. You have to be there. And I'm genuinely curious to understand how and why you are tolerating so well, as so many just cannot handle it. Possibly Jared, I don't know if it's my blood group because when I went to go and see Doctor, what's the doctor's name? Chris de Beer. He was the doctor or the dietitian for the Blitzbox and the Lions when they were on that run with what's his name? Not Backer, man. Old Springbok Lock. But anyways, so I went to go and see him. Blood type, I think, is B negative. I work very well with lamb, not so well with poultry. Got a bit of a food allergy with any type of poultry, but lamb, venison, and beef works very well with my blood group. So I know there are certain blood groups that don't do well at all with meat and more veg, but that could be it. This is my community, 2Gs. Armand, good morning. I see Miles getting those steaks already. He's like, no. Bro, I'm going to be like down.
I'm not going to lie. Smaak to try it.
Dude, I'm going to be down 15 kilos by when we get to
Cape Town. Hey, guys, you're going to have to look for Chris. He's going to have to run around the shower to get wet.
Blood type B, aggressive BB. What is aggressive BB, Dave? Buyback?
Big balls.
Aggressive.
Nice, Rian. 10-4. Did you see Delta Airlines and Japan Airlines crashing yesterday? Bro, Chris, I'm done, dude. We're driving
Chad,
everywhere.
I'm not flying anywhere.
I'm done.
I swear to you. Again,
yesterday. I'm done, bro.
No.
We're flying. We're driving everywhere we're going. I'm not doing it.
Chris, please speak more on that. I still learning Australia so far. So good. Thanks, guys. I'm getting there. Beautiful. Trust Mandiza.
Trust
the process. Chad, who's excited for Bookmap? I don't know. I'm honestly super excited for what we're gonna do here. It is honestly just insane that we never use this. That we never use the real orders in the market. Even if you look at US 30 here, look at where your point of control was. Look at when the sell volume started coming in. There was your point of control this morning. Look how nicely we rejected there. That's where the majority of the orders were sitting. And even if you go to US 30, that was literally Asia highs. That was sitting right up against Asia highs. There was your 200 EMA. So how good is it going to feel when you take our strategy, trading into that zone, you see all of the sell volume coming up and coming in, and you're knowing that, listen here, we are going to trade away from that level with confidence. So I don't know if you guys are excited, but maybe you aren't. Dave, what is BB? Blood type B, aggressive BB. I don't know what BB is. Please let me know. Chris, keep working. Well done. I doff my hat to you. Thanks, my brother. Still learning.
Oh, yeah, GJ's going for that week for now, boy. It's beautiful.
Oh, wait, let me just go back.
It was a lacquer trade. Nice. What happened to gold, actually? Okay, gold's still valid as well. GJ should come. You know what? If we're going to break the previous low, we should see current daily lows.
The dietitian he's very good. I think I've spoken about him previously, Dr. Chris de Beer, and he's not really a medical doctor. He just has his PhD in dietary or dietitian or whatever. And what he does is you go and he actually takes your blood, and he doesn't necessarily do the blood work that you send to the lab or whatever. He actually takes a blood sample right there on the spot, and then he puts it under a microscope. And then he identifies, firstly, what your white blood cells are doing, what your red blood cells are doing. He identifies any animal proteins. He identifies any allergens in your blood. So then he basically sifts through your blood, and then after a day or two, he sends you a complete report. And in that blood work, you can actually pick up dairy. You can pick up animal proteins. You can visually see what it looks like on the microscope. So then he does a full analysis for you, and then after that, he gives you basically a guideline, not a diet. He just gives you a complete guideline what works well with your body, because he said a lot of people don't even know that they are allergic, and not physically getting an allergic reaction, but your gut gets inflamed. Your body basically fights certain foods because it doesn't accommodate well. I must just find it, Freebird, because it works a little bit different with the things that are actually on the exchange. So I must just get all of the tickers. You used to take a trade and say, be aggressive.
GG.
Oh, be aggressive. Be be aggressive. Okay, had my second losing week last week for this year. Closed the charts Friday, reset, we're back up again. Beautiful, man. Where can a person find the doctor? Let me see. I think his business is called Quantum Logic.
Dr. Oz.
Quantum. It looks scammy. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I saw it, I was like, "Yes, this looks scammy," but he is really good.
Does he sell a bot?
No. Luckily not. But Chad, just going here quickly. It's called quantumlogic.co.za. Dr. Chris de Beer. Very, very good. He's worked with some very good sport teams as well. He was an athlete himself. That's him many, many years ago. But he's worked with top teams. And it's nothing new what he's doing. He just, I think, added like a little bit of supplements to the side.
That looks like the traffic department's website.
Yes, bro, it doesn't look good, but he's good. Blood type, exercising, blood type, eating, and he's very good. A family member had a blood disease that was basically thickening a blood, and basically I don't want to say healed her. He gave her a diet, and after a year she was off all medications, went back for tests, and they couldn't even see that she had it. Yeah, Quantum Logic. Dr. Chris de Beer. Yes. Yeah, I think he's so busy that he didn't get a chance to work on the logo a bit, but I must actually just tell Dr. Chris de Beer if he gets people coming in now just to send me commissions. Chris, my wife is also with him. She suffers from Crohn's disease. And John, is he good? For me, he was very good, and a lot of my family members that followed his plan really saw very good results. Freebird, Freebird bookmap gold chart is chalked. He used to take, okay. Chad, let's quickly run through the charts here. See what is cooking here. Miles or
Chris, what's chalked?
Chalked?
Yeah.
It's basically when you take chalk and you scratch across a board, it's chalked. So, don't you know what chalked is?
No, I know, but someone's asking. So like to explain it in that sort of context. what it is,
In Afrikaans, it's like murtu.
yeah,
As in sy moeren.
like finished. Like,
It's kak.
it's not
It's short.
it's broken.
Yes, absolute champ. She hasn't had it. There you go, chat. Another one of the members. If you think about it, and I don't want to be that guy. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or whatever. If you really think about it, the stats show that in the last 30 years, we are not eating more calories in a day, but yet cancer, all of these ailments have gone up 300-400%. So surely it should be something in the environment we find ourselves in being more stressful. It's in the foods we eat. And yeah.
It's crazy what like impact eating.
No,
has on
it's
your body.
massive.
It's crazy.
It's massive. Look at Chris, his Indian side coming out once he's cut. Yeah, we go every Wednesday. Miles goes every Thursday. Keeps it fresh. All right, Chad. US 30 rejecting that level. Spoke about it. If we can't get above, we are going to Asia lows. DXY currently pushing up. I think that gap will be filled eventually. Quite a bit of a zone up here. Nasdaq now below that. Wait. There was Asia highs. There's that POC, that point of control level we spoke about. Here's your mid-range. I think after this we can go for that gap close, and then gold. Like I mentioned, we've seen the trend with gold is that if it's trading below Asia lows, very likely it will go up. If it's trading at Asia highs, very likely it could go down. But gold has been a beast as of late. GBP USD, I don't really like, Chad. I wouldn't suggest trading it. But again, don't follow my advice. Follow your own plan. But for me personally, there's nothing I like in this range unless I want to say, no, I don't want to say anything. I don't like it. I don't know why I want to try and create something that there's not. GJ, beautiful trade. There's the level we spoke about, the one you took with Miles. We said 189. Potential rejections there, going for the break to 188.50. So either way, Miles, you took the 30 wick full, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Closure into that range, top wick, breaking lower. Do you think she should run to 188.50?
Asia lows. Solid. This idea on gold, guys, I'm gonna remove.
Wait, let me just Miles there.
I think now on gold, it's actually holding that level of resistance now. So personally, I don't want to trade in this area. I'm gonna, like I said, market is a no trade. If I was to take another trade, obviously I can't take another trade because I've already won one for the day. So that's my rules. But if we can get back down here, definitely I would have looked for shorts in that LTA as your retracement based off your micro range. And then on the contrary, if it doesn't do so and it does pop back, like I said, we just want closures above this area here, and I would be interested in the long positions. But now the price pulling back, we know why it's pulling back, and this is why I don't want to get in the trade on the flip of the candle, because I mentioned that the resistance can be used. Sorry, the wicks can be used as a resistance as well. And so far there, it's happening. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's definitely something that you guys should start noting down, is using the candles for what it is. And that's something that obviously the MFX members know about, but also for those that are in Cape Town or planning on going to Cape Town for the US 30 seminar, pay attention to what I teach there. I'm definitely going to be speaking a lot about the candlestick anatomy itself. It's a component that I use in my trading that helps a lot, especially to read the trade as it moves.
Chad, US market selling off on Friday was not just a one-time event, Gareth. I see you asking about whether it's Boeing. It's actually about a multitude of things. It's data coming out in terms of inflation, inflation spiked. Remember last week or the week before that when I said, I don't know if, please back me up here, Chad. I don't know if you guys remember when I said the market is too optimistic after that inflation print, and I said it needs to catch up with the reality. And what you're seeing now is actually the market being like, holy shit, inflation is back above 3%. We spoke about Fed futures, where I said we could potentially go from no rate cuts this year to actually rate hike. Remember when I said that for the guys that were in Project G, when we did not the boot camp, the prep call for CPI, and I said, listen here, there's the potential for rate hikes coming in. So currently not being priced in at all. Currently it's just looking like markets are pushing out potential rate cuts to June. But if we look at the data that has come out, inflation is still very high. The labor market is very robust. All of this has to do with the Fed and policy. What are they going to do with policy? So I wouldn't say data is bad, even though this is quite a big miss on the services PMI. Manufacturing PMI doing well. So manufacturing sector doing very well. Consumer confidence, almost a 3 deviation away from the mean. So that is quite a big jump there. So there are concerns for the US economy. There's definitely concerns, and it's not about a slowing economy. It's about the pressure the consumer is going to face. That is the big thing. What's going to happen to the consumer? Nanga, I don't think you'll see deflation. Not deflation, it's disinflation. But I don't think you'll see disinflation in the next 12 to 24 months. Not at all. If the Fed doesn't really do something dramatic in the coming months, it's going to be quite the opposite. You're actually going to see inflation starting to run up. So looking ahead 12 to 24 months at this stage is irrelevant. It's not going to help us in our trading here. It's not going to help us at all. Beautiful. Look at GJ, as mentioned, going for that zone. GU.
I would even say that if price can start closing beneath the current daily low, you could do a wick full on the 4 hour. That would be LTA on the left hand side, 188.550 beneath there as well. But one thing I definitely want to see is a level of support held first, so you can use that as a resistance if you're looking to continue shorts.
No, it's a range of things, Gareth. It's quite a range of things that happen. So it's not just one. The journalists, all of them, try to pinpoint it to one event because you need to do an article. So a lot of them actually don't know what is cooking in the markets, and I'll say, oh, it was this and that, but it's a broader scheme of things. Looking at potential sells for me under 29.40. Let's quickly look at it. Also your 1 minute 200 EMA. I don't think it's bad at all. I don't think it is bad at all, Brian. I would even say if you get a 30 closing inside of this range here, that could also spark that move lower. You've got quite a nice clean range from where we are here to about 29.36. Hey, Amina. Chad, Amina coming through here.
Dango.
Thank you so much, Amina. Really, really do appreciate it. Looking at Nasdaq chart, let's quickly have a look here. What is cooking here? Let us see what is cooking here. There's your Asia mid-range. Buyer starting to step up here. Sellers almost neutral on the day. Yeah, I would say, Chad, just purely looking at this zone here, you could see a little bit of a pushback into that POC level there if you get a minor break of structure here. Otherwise, what's going to happen is we are just going to continue lower. But if we really define it, these are the two zones that you are trading in and between. So if we get to a stage where we are trading above that upper point of control, you could see a nice bullish move, but there is your lower POC. So if buyers can start moving away from here, I think you could get a bullish move. Otherwise, what's going to happen is we will be trading lower. Where is my VWAP on sorry man, that is US 30. What am I doing? Here's Nasdaq. Let's just quickly check here. Okay. Good, there we go. These are the four zones. There's your VWAP still trading below it. We can potentially see what we do a little bit higher, a little bit later there. Quite a bit of sell orders sitting there, so price could push up, or we could see some continuation here. Still net negative on the sell volume. This was GJ. You could actually see a lot of more sell orders in the market than buy orders. And gold futures, I just need to get the ticker. That's not the ticker for it. Does this not sound like Mariah Carey?
Yep. Yep. Still smark the gold buys.
Armand, these are all, it's like a heat map, but don't try and define your eye to it. Just think about that red zone there. That is where the majority of the sell orders are sitting. And if you look lower, there's not a lot of buy limits. There's barely any buy limits currently in the market here. So there's a lot of limit orders up there. So that is the thing with the colors. It's just a heat map. So blue is obviously more or less neutral. The red, as you can see, there's a lot of sell orders sitting in that zone. And there were a lot of sell orders here this morning sitting in that zone. So the big thing that you want to be looking at is your volume profile here on the right, because that's going to show you where the majority of the volume is sitting. And if you think about it this way. We always talk about accumulation happening, and that is the accumulation zone. So once it breaks away from that, you would expect volume to come in. And that is for the most part why you would see in markets that we would break very aggressively and then we would stall, either correcting like this and then another push again, or even a reverse. Or what's going to happen is you're going to get an impulse move and then you are going to correct slowly, coming down like this, very overlapping, and then you're going to get another push up. So effectively, a correction you can consider to be some type of accumulation where buyers are starting to build positions for the next move up. And that is why it's important to monitor these point of control levels, because, for instance, if you are taking a trade from a certain level, you want to take it from where the majority of the volume is. Similar to the trade Miles took this morning. That was an institutional level. It was 189. And we saw here that there were a lot of sell orders in that level. Actually, before we enter it, there's not a lot of orders you can see. There's not a lot of data here. But that is the main idea behind it. Gold is GC. Let's quickly check if we can get it. Is that on COMEX or Chicago Mercantile Exchange? GC. Let's see. Okay, this is COMEX. 24 Feb 11. Oh, this looks choked. Okay. Ready for Cape Town, my brother?
Yeah, bro. I'm excited. I'm ready, dude. Ready. Is British booking open yet?
Yeah.
Booking. Guys, how much of you guys have booked ready for Cape Town?
Let me actually get it. Go onto the website. It's on the Vault Funder website. All right, Chad, we've already had 150 registrations, so I just want to let you guys know that the venue can only take 200 people. So there's about 50 spots left. If you go onto the website, Vault Funder, both of the days are going to be different. So the Friday and the Saturday is not going to be the same. So ideally you want to be there for both days.
Hey.
All right, so make sure to get your tickets completely free of charge. There's going to be some account giveaways. Miles is actually giving away a voucher to go to a barber. I don't know why, but he said if your hair is fresh, you feel fresh, you trade fresh, but you don't listen to DJ Fresh.
But you guys gotta pull up. It's gonna be good.
Joe, I think it's going to be around about 12. We're going to start at 12 on Friday. About 12 till 4 to 5. And then Saturday is going to be a morning session where we're going to start around about 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. So that is the idea we are going with. Koop my kat. Jabbo.
Koop my kat.
Hoekom koop niemand my kat nie? So yeah, Chad, there's for everyone that's registered, emails will be going out this week. There'll be regular updates up until then. You will also receive an official program for the event. You will also receive, I don't want to say QR code, I don't want to make additional work, but if your name is not on the list, unfortunately no entry. Alright, Chad, nice rebound here on US 30 off that level there. Spoke about it. That BOC level a little bit higher. We're going to see what we do at Asia highs. Nice bit of buy volume, Chad. So this is, for instance, what you will be looking at is to see a nice chunk of volume. You can almost see out of all of these candles, if I had to draw an average line between it, that is more than the average we've seen so far. So that's above average buy volume, and you would then expect this to trade into the next point of control, which is up there. And then Nasdaq not really getting a lot of volume off those lows. That's why I didn't take anything there. But I'm waiting for VWAP here a little bit higher. That's where I will potentially get involved here and see if we can push up a little bit. Looking at DAX positive 0.53, FTSE up 0.28, SA40 getting absolutely clobbered here this morning, down almost 1.44%. I don't even want to look at my local portfolio. Let me actually have a look at it. Let me have a look at it. Oh, let's have a look at it. Trana.
Just in my intro. We'll see you there, bro.
All right, still down 19.3%.
Dangerous to make Saturday early. We're coming to behave.
Yeah, going for business, guys. Business. All right, Chad, Nasdaq. Let's see next level of control. That's also your VWAP. I'm going to see if we can get some type of break above and a hold. Buyers are starting to step up here a little bit, so I'm going to look there for a potential position where we are currently at. Also, weirdly enough, lines up with our 200 EMA, and then see if we can trade back into that higher POC, and then from there see if we can get Asia highs. So quite a bit of buy volume you can see from these lows formed here. Nice continuation on the buy. So I just want to see if we can get a nice break retest, and then there's about 20 points for the potential longs if she doesn't just run without us here. But let's give it a minute or two, see if we can get one more squiz at it. Miles, you have bike license?
I do, bro.
Do you? I still want to get my...
I do, yeah.
Do you first have to do learners and then...
So learner's like a normal car, and then you go pass out in the parking lot.
Easy or difficult?
Simple.
Really?
Very easy, yeah. I was actually chatting this because my brother's doing his learners tomorrow. So I was chatting to him about it. So I can say this because there's years ago. So I started driving at a very young age. I think I started driving when I was 10. So when I went and passed out for my drivers, for my car and my bike, when I did my car, I failed the first time and then I drove myself home.
Really?
Yeah.
I also failed my
I
first
drove there with my car.
And you left?
And then afterwards, I left. I left with my car. But I was pretty... Nah, I didn't fail my bike license. You can take it out of my vehicle. Wow, which one do you have? Don't tell me I have the S1000R. Don't you tell me that, bro.
Yes, that's a nice buy.
Then it's then I have to.
Chad, looking for a 1 minute break of structure here, 24 seconds. Got to see there's quite a bit of buy volume coming into this, but as we hit that level, you can see buy volume dropping. So we could reverse here unless we get a little bit of a new high on the volume node here. So just want to see what we do here.
Jordan starting with me first.
No, man, you can't parallel park. Just coming in there.
I love gold buys. I'm going to say it again. If gold can close above, boys, I really like the gold buys. This is our grab of liquidity. Stunning stuff. These two... What, bro? Send me a photo on IG. M1000R. Gee whiz. What?
All right, Chad, as you can see there, volume dropping, so you're going to go over to miles. Yeah, bar's not looking great there. You can't fall off you can't fail if you bought it.
Okay. I'm going to trip you first in Cape Town. But yeah, guys, looking at gold, I really love this. I've been speaking about these buys. You've got the closure above, you've got your stall candle there. This is price grabbing liquidity. In all fair honesty, the break of the high is an immediate type 5. I'm just saying. If you know the type 5 by now, you know it. I won't be able to do anything. I've already taken positions for the morning, so I can't take any more trades. I already put GJ in a chokehold. But this would be the idea.
Stretcher.
Yeah, man. The instant break of the previous highs right now is going to give me the type 5 drive. Pretty cool.
On a stretcher.
Hussein, you have to send me a picture of that on IG, dude. M1000R. That's a different animal. I've driven the S, not the M.
I checked one. There were actually 2 at BMW the other day. Just, dude. You get an M package as well.
Yeah, then it has the
little
canids,
and it's got front. Like the, what do you call it if you fall, the almost looks like 2 little stubs on the side. I think the bikers would know. So
crash bobbins.
Yeah, so and there's even like a little M plate there by where you shift your gears.
I love BMW, man. It's auto blip down as well, which is nice.
What is that? Auto blip.
So there's rev match as you downshift. So a lot of the newer bikes, they have quick shifter.
Yeah.
So you won't have to shift. You won't have to shift when you gear up.
Yeah.
But they don't have the auto shift down. So with the BMWs, they start with the S1000. It has auto blip, so it will rev match as you downshift without the clutch as well. Because that's so they fitted those with slipper clutches. So it'll rev match for you. It's flipping lacquer. So let's just do this for interest sake. So like I said, guys, that Type 5 would have came into play right there, as I mentioned. Look, what you call it? The seminar's for free in Cape Town. So I'm not trying to sell you something, but really, if you want to learn the way I trade, pull up. It's for free. Pull up to that event. It's gonna be sick. Here you would have got 10 pips in a matter of 1 second. I'm not even joking. Look at that. There's your activation there. Boom. Instant take profit. That's your Type 5. Why I said this and why I was eyeing the buys the whole time, I wasn't phased with the sells. Guys, you're overall bullish. How are you selling overall bullish at all-time highs at this point? You cannot. Even if you get your confirmation.
Where were you the weekend? I'm worried about you. Chad, I'm worried about this, man.
Anyways, you can't be selling. You can't be selling it at a point like that when you have a dynamic support level there. There you can sell it. That's fine. But this was the idea. Price closed above on that 30-minute. That's the candle that I wanted. Did not get so. Deleted that initial orders. And then price closed bearish. However, still holding the area above where the next 15 and 30 coming down to grab liquidity off of our level right there. You can see level 29.39, grab that. And then the idea is, because you're overall bullish, you have that pause candle right there, which is weak bearish. It's weak bearish, by the way. Your next candle grabbing those lows. As it breaks high, you no longer need to wait for confirmation close, because you have one right there. You have your resistance. Price should then obliterate those highs like that. Boom. And that was gold. Beautiful. So even if I hadn't taken GJ sells this morning, this is what I would have taken. When we came on the stream, this was the idea on both the pairs, and it's nice to see the type 5 play out so instantly as well. You know, those are my favorite type of trades, where they just blitz, you know. But yeah, lekker. And this is running, eh? Yeah, see, Chris, he's running, dude. 28 bags running. Hey, man.
Gold.
Yeah, dude. And that, bro, that's not even a minute. Is that a minute? 2 minutes.
Check.
TP1 was in 1 second.
What was
Miles-
that? What was the idea on a 30-minute top 5?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw it. Yo.
Miles, with the stops not have bothered you on gold? No, because check, the stop is beneath the body of the candle. So in my understanding is, if we're going to sweep these lows and then re-break highs, it shouldn't even flip body bearish. You know what I mean? So yeah. Miles spoke English just now, but I understood none of it. Buy my bike, Miles. What do you have, Brian? I don't do Ollie Davidson Bower. I'm a super bike boy. That and off-road bikes.
Ollie Davidson.
Harley.
Bro, but a Ollie looks sick. Though.
Nah, look, Harley's lekker. It makes noise lekker, but I don't know. It's just not my vibe. I'll drive it, but I won't buy it. I don't know. Something about
But
super
it's
bikes for
not,
me.
It's not for you.
Yeah, it's not for me. That gives me Opa vibes.
Harley Davidson.
And I also like tourers, like your GS, like that sort of vibe. That's lekker. And Africa Twin. I rode Africa Twin. Those actually ride very nice.
I don't like the look of it though. It's too thin for me.
It doesn't look lekker, but I mean they ride.
You're talking about the Yamaha, eh?
Honda.
Oh, sorry, the Honda.
Yeah.
But it competes with
Your GS.
yeah, and your Yamaha also has one, the
MT.
Tenure.
Yeah. Okay.
And but KTM's one looks sick.
Yes.
The 1190.
Yes.
Is it
Yeah,
1090?
1190.
1190.
That
The
is nice.
Dakar.
That is nice. I won't lie. Those are flipping nice.
Those are mad.
Yeah, see, gold, bro. Look at this shit.
Chris, you also ride? No, I would get it. So if I'm very honest, and I know a lot of the guys now are going to be like, oh, Chris, no, not that. But Miles, this is actually what I would like to get, but I'm just too big.
If I have to tell, I wonder if you're gonna say it. If I had to get a bike, but I'm too big for it, it would be a Honda Grom.
I like this.
Oh,
dude.
those are
So-
nice, though. Those are nice.
So, Chad, I like. Oh wait, let me just put it here. I like this cafe racer.
Cafe racer vibe.
But I wouldn't do the scrambler one. So I would do some mods. So first and foremost, I'll have slicks. I'll take off the mirrors. I'll take off that
Almost like a
extension.
naked vibe.
Yeah, you actually get like a little clip on there, so it looks like the body. So that section becomes like a little bit of a fairing, and but yeah, Chad, this
Those
is
are nice, yeah.
this is what I would like. Chatted to a one mate that drives, and he's like, Chris, there's only 2 bikes that will fit you, and it was the
I can see you on a GS though.
GS, yeah.
That and old ZX14.
Ach,
Was
not
that
a
big?
GS, man. What is it? The Suzuki.
Hayabusa.
No. The Suzuki 1400, man.
Hayabusa, yeah.
No, man, not the Hayabusa. Chad, is it Kawasaki? Sorry, Kawasaki. What is the
ZX14.
ZX14,
Yeah.
man?
Ninja.
So yeah, ZX14. You say this is the only this bike. And then he said Hayabusa. Yo, is that right? Yuabusa.
Hiya.
Hayabusa.
I love look at that one there with the single swing on. Jeez.
And these bikes are very light, eh? Because it's
Yeah.
aluminium frame. They look heavy, but
They're light, yeah. You know what is heavy? Is that Duke, that 1190, that KTM. My neighbor had one and then it fell
yeah.
over. He couldn't pick it up by himself. He was busy washing the bike and then he took it off the stand and then it fell over.
And then years ago, this was my favorite bike, the Suzuki GSX-R.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but I don't like what they did now with this this pipe. Yo,
Switch, yeah, man.
I
That's
think it was 2008.
That's your
2000
K8, yeah, those are nice.
These ones were my favorite.
And those motors are good as well.
These ones, yes, they were nice. Just the look, everything just looked good on it.
Yeah, K8000.
But also BMW, the SS 1000RR.
Yeah, that for me is
Dude, this is a monster.
yeah, for me S1000R is
Ah,
it's a whole other ball game.
yes.
You know what? It's a weird looking bike, but the new Ninja, it has, I don't know, it's a weird looking front.
The H2 or the H.
No, the ZX. So it's a weird looking front, but it's nice. I don't know why. It looks weird in the front, but it looks nice.
I love the R90. I had two of those. Hey, Armand.
Look, Panigale is also nice. The only thing that I'm not so like a fan of is the sound of the dry clutch. That's the only thing for me.
A dry clutch.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Just or you can YouTube it, like it has like it almost sounds like the piston slapping when it idles. It's like, but when they ride, they're nice. I mean, the V4 motors are nice. But it sounds a bit different.
Why don't we get bikes?
Let's do it, bro. But you know what I really smart to do? I smart to do like a tour, like
With the
on a
bikes?
GS, like that, like I smart that, man.
So, for instance, like this Cape Town trip, all on
Just
bikes.
on bikes,
Ah,
man. They only have 3 underpants. Tents. We give the whole seminar in a biker kit and a helmet.
We're just rolling there. Chad just pitched the bike standing in front. Chad, I couldn't take anything here from VWAP purely because, as you can see, volume was actually dropping in that zone. But once we get a break above here on NAS and a retest holding, this is where I will actually now go for a potential buy for Asia's. So 25 seconds. Let's see if we can get a break here. Okay. Let's see if we do a retest there, Chad. A lot of buy volume coming in now. I just want to see a retest hold there. So I'm just going to wait for a retest.
My GS got the up and down auto. Oh, I didn't know they come with those as well. Yeah, that's the only thing. I want one. Skate out of it. That's the thing though, like I've had a couple mates that were in bike accidents. Very close mate of mine actually lost his arm, but the biggest thing was, in order to get rid of that fear, you must actually go ride again. I was in a bike accident, as it wasn't bad, but I just got on the road again. That's because at the time I didn't have license and I rode. I ran away, but still I got on and rode again. You just gotta get on, man.
Okay, Chad, took a little bit of a squiz here. Just half size because we're already almost at Asia's. So just took half a position there, around about that level. About 11.6 point Stop loss. Gonna try and go for, let's say, a 1-to-1, depending on how we move. We should get a nice move away from this level.
Then do you want to go full, just a bit more, bigger on that chart?
Which one is that? My chart.
Yeah, the trading
okay.
video.
Chad, if we can get a nice pop here, I'm going to go for 1-to-2. Definitely going to go break even once we hit 1-to-1, which we are almost doing now. But we should see a nice pump of volume. So I'm going to let you guys know as soon as I go break even. But the idea is to potentially go for 1-to-2 if we get a nice boost of volume here. Otherwise, we'll go for a 1-to-1.
Just wish you knew.
Join me, I'm getting a bike against. Ooh, I'm down, dude. I'm down. What? You broke both your legs?
Who's that, Jared?
Hussein, gee whiz. My thing is this, and my thing is this. This is my thing. This has always been my thing. As much as people are scared of bikes and stuff like that, you can die by walking on the side of the road. If it's your time, it's your time. So, I think that's what makes me not scared of it.
Chad, what I'm liking here is that we are continuously creating new highs on the buy volume. So it's not like the buy volume is dying down here. We are actually building up volume here. So just going to require a little bit of patience. Quite a bit of sell volume sitting there as well though. So if we are going to break through it, you're going to see a lot of that sell orders vanish there. But it is Asia highs, so let's see if we can get this break.
Jordan, that Bromponi, that one that you must... I see that one.
I just wish you knew.
Geeks, pull the trigger.
What is that?
Pull the trigger. All I'm going to say is, if you do, I do. So I think let's do it. Pull up to the office, biker boys. Yo. Let's do it. Jeez. Snap both my hips and quad endurance. Hey, these days it's safe to be on a bike than a plane. Yo. I agree with that. Now, honestly, guys, Chris, airplane's not gonna see me.
No.
Nah, I'm not doing it, bro.
Okay, Chad, nice pullback. Let's see if we can now get that breakaway. There we go, Chad. I'm gonna go break even on this. Nice, almost there for our 1-to-2. Should be clapped shortly. Go, almost.
Oh, that was beautiful, bro. How much pips is that?
No, it's only 24, but our
Only
risk.
24. That's nice.
Okay, I'm break even, Chad. So let's see if we
GG, boy.
we came so close, but let's see. Break even. Our take profit is literally there. Let's see if we can get one more push. It is trading into that zone there. Like I said, a lot of those orders can vanish shortly. But let's see. Once this 1 minute re-breaks its own high, I'm actually going to try and trail my stop behind it to not walk away with nothing.
What's yours? The book of maps.
Oh, come now. Let's strange that we are pulling back so heavily with all of this volume here. Chad, this is a big level, eh? There's a lot of sell orders sitting here, and it's also Asia highs. We came so very close to our take profit, but let's see here. Still holding on here. Still holding on a chip and a chair. That is our that is how close we came to our take profit, and well, let's see, it's still currently one of these days we're gonna get some Indian viewers with this playlist.
It gives me Aladdin vibes.
Chad, but the idea with Bookmap is to get one quality setup a day to potentially hit like a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, or if there's volume, and then calling it. So I'm still taking a lot of trades with it, just to get some experience under the belt. But ultimately, you want to get one quality setup. You want to trade with the volume. And if you can make a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 or every day, nothing wrong with that. Because the big thing here is to try and get a runner. That's going to be the thing. Very aggressive trade management. But once it starts moving, just trailing those stops. Okay, let's see if we can go now for that TP. Holy, just give it to us. Stop us out at break even or go for it.
Matthew Bowers, that'd be like quite interesting if we can close back above the level 189, 170. Definitely something to keep an eye on.
Oh yeah, Bookmap and the Cracker. Keeks, so US 30. Let's quickly look at US 30. Yeah, US 30 had a nice break above VWAP here, and then above that POC. Volume, yeah, quite a bit of volume. Where's US 30 trading now? Yeah, chat, this was actually, that point of control was at the daily pivot, so there you could see. Not as clean cut as Nasdaq was this morning. Very close to break even. Very, very close. Not yet. Let's just see. Volume stalling here. As you can see, buyers actually exiting their positions there. Not a lot of... There was quite a bit of volume on that breakout, so I don't know if this is the consolidation before the next leg up. Because in all honesty, we should actually see a massive melt up here, because we are literally at the tail end of this POC. There's our POC level, so if we're going to hold this, there should be a little bit of a melt up here. So we'll see, could be a little bit of a pullback before the next leg up. But Keegs, I think it's going to be interesting today with the cracker. Me and you will chat. All right, Chad, that's break even. But got a nice sell earlier this morning. Management was maybe a little too aggressive. Well, not really too aggressive. Took a 1-to-1 here this morning, but there'll be a lot more of these trades coming in the coming weeks and days. But I was the sell as explained earlier this morning. I didn't share this with you as Miles was at quite a delicate stage with these trades, so you guys were already engaged there, but this was the second one. I do think looking at this, once you get another nice break of volume to the upside, you're going to actually see this run. So I'm going to wait a little bit more. Miles, you find if we wait, say, 1 or 2 more minutes here?
Yeah, I might just... I'll explain another trade. I'm not going to say call
okay,
it.
Let's quickly go to Miles. Chat, no, but over to Miles.
Closure on GJ above this level. Next candle to simply just give you the bottom wick like this. And then at the break of the highs, that would be another potential position. So you want that pullback now. You then have something like this where you want the break of the highs. Like that. And then, you'd have another position. But over to you. Obviously, I'm not going to take the trade, but this would be the third idea for the day. Both.
I want to be back now. I'm going to pee quickly.
Both ideas played out on... GJ played out beautifully. Gold played out super stunningly. This is another GJ idea. Closure above. You're coming back down to grab liquidity. The break of the high should then drive price to the upside. The idea on everything is that you have resistance. You have price digging deep for liquidity, right? Then price has a support level there. It should treat it as resistance. Doesn't treat it as resistance. What it actually then does is close back above it, which means that it's going to trade support to resistance. So I would buy that in that case. These are just obviously my way of trading the MFX way. This is not financial advice, guys. This is purely just education and entertainment. So if I didn't take any of the first two trades today, this would be the next available opportunity for myself to then capitalize on. But yeah, that would be that. And then on gold, okay, we can actually clear that. Yeah, gold, that type 5 was just absolutely beautiful. From this point on, nothing actually for me. I wouldn't be too phased. You've tapped into QP, which is the liquidity level as well. Yeah, nothing. I think that would be a session on gold. GJ, I would anticipate to run up to these highs, and then at the highs I would want to see price get above, also for continuing the drive to the next level of QP 190. Yeah, but yeah, so far it's been a good day, man. I think we were done 10 already. That's what I say about the sharks in Gordon's Bay, sure. What's been happening in the crypto space, actually? What's been happening here? Tin Pip gang out and the rest of us hold. Yeah, you guys can enjoy holding. You can do that. Giga, go check that sticker I made of Chris. What we at? 160 Oaks watching. Where's that likes? Okay, not bad, not bad. Not bad. Piper collect. Jeez. Damn. I've been eyeing Ethereum for a good minute. Nothing interesting yet, but I would like to see if we can come back to 2250. XRP was a nice one as well. I had buys last year, Jan. Last year, Jan. Last year, Jan. Last year, Jan. Like around here. Like around this area. And then I just held it all the way through. And then I bought again November side last year. Was November? Yeah, November side. And then 2 days later this happened. Boom. And all I wanted was these weekly highs on the left. So it's pretty cool to see a tap into that. So I don't trade crypto, but I'll hodl it. That's the only way I see crypto, to be honest with you. I'll buy it and just hold it. Almost like the idea of stocks. So I had these are the pairs that I use when I trade crypto. So I had XRP. I didn't have any Ethereum. Ethereum was up there, so I couldn't buy it. I had Litecoin at the green line, so there you can also see what happened. And I had Cardano at the green line. You can see what happened. So I traded Cardano, Litecoin, and XRP. So I had those three in my Luna wallet, and then I had more XRP in my Binance account. Bitcoin, I don't know. Bitcoin's just not where I'd want it. Ethereum as well. When I looked at it back in the day, it was gone. So this green line there, 22.95. That's pretty much where I want to see price come again before I get involved again. Just unmute yourself there, Mr. Cat.
I got it. What's up, Chad?
Do you see that stick I made of Chris?
I saw. And he's gone again.
Back.
He's back in the bathroom.
No.
Poo for stop loss.
Oh no. Luckily we're done for the day. We've got TP's hit, so he can go drop his deuce. I was telling Chad, that's why I was late to stream this morning.
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, bro. I had business to take care of.
Chad, how's everybody doing? I still don't understand this whole heat map thing Chris is on about.
Heat map? Boot map. Boot map.
I don't know what this thing is. This is
Boot map. What's it called?
It is the most
Boot map.
confusing load of.
When I think of that, I think of boot mod.
But to be fair, when I first got introduced into trading, this is what I was picturing. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. It looks complicated as frick.
It is. It's giving me Wall of Wall Street vibe. Book map.
Book map.
I see them.
I feel like I need a mathematics degree just to be able to figure this thing out.
Book map. So Chris is dropping a deuce.
I believe so.
Okay, Chad, you know what to do.
Caitlin's complaining our toilet paper reserves are running very low suddenly.
Tomorrow we're gonna, Chad. I don't know if Chris knows it, but tomorrow we're bringing him the yellow pages. if you know the yellow pages struggle, Nah,
then you know.
then-
Oh,
then
okay.
you know.
He's done. I'm tapping out, Chad. Check you guys
Then
later.
you know. Took any trades this morning? Yes. Chris took beautiful Nas longs. I took GJ shorts, and yeah. Cheers, Mr. Kyle. Have a luck one, brother. Shot for pulling up. Showing
Alright.
some support.
Yeah, as mentioned, could be a little bit of a consolidation there for that next move higher. Could take it here for a breakaway trade for some price discovery here. And actually took a long here. Right there. Gonna go with about a 6.3 pip stop, just below the previous low. A little bit of price discovery happening here. See if we can get a 1 to 2 here. Going into a new zone here. So should see a little bit of a melt up here. Above Asia highs now. 1 to 1 break even. And then see if we can clap a 1 to 2 on this.
You take another trade?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll sit this one with you, and then I gotta bounce.
Yeah, then we're done.
I gotta go get my license renewed. Driver's renewed.
Okay, let's see your. Oh, that's done. Alrighty, Chad. No continuation on that break. Nice bit of volume there. Earlier idea was the one 6 points went off, so a little bit less than basically 0.4% of the initial profits from this morning. But that is a wrap of the session. Nice trade with Miles. We're gonna
Sorry, Chris, so you're only gonna use it on Nas?
yeah.
Nas, okay, gotcha.
Issue is with GJ, we don't have a lot of order data, so this is literally GJ. There's 20 contracts there, 7 there, so unless I find something else on it. But yeah, Chad, that is a wrap of the session. We will be 4 o'clock this afternoon. Cape Town bootcamp confirmed. We will be in Cape Town from the 13th till the 16th. So we're actually going to drive down the Thursday. Friday we've got the event. Saturday we've got the event. And Sunday we will... Chris, you got to increase that. Jexy, the thing with having the stop so tight is you just want to catch a breakaway move. But we are going to play around with it. 12 to 15. Yeah, we'll still figure it out. We'll still figure it out, but there's a lot of promising signs. Even maybe Jake's taking the previous little 1 minute structure, but then it's going to become a little bit too wide. 10, okay, no, 10, 12, that's decent. 10, 12 is decent. But Chad, we will see you guys 4 p.m. Miles, thanks so much, my brother.
Thank you, my brother.
We will see you then in the morning.
Yep. Cheers, Chad. Have a lekker one. God bless.
Peace and love, Chad.
Up here, we're free, bound only by frozen memories, lost in time, racing all these broken dreams tonight, and we'll fly.
I smoke too much, I drink too much. I tell myself that I can't stop. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. That I can't stop. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. Clearly now. Clearly now. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. I smoke too much, I drink too much. I tell myself that I can't stop. We could see clearly now. 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 Clearly now. Clearly now. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. That I can't stop. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. I can't stop. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly.